And I'm probably gonna switch positions.
Hello, we are live.
Oh,
Hello,
oh, we are.
everybody. Oh, I just put it on there. Hello. Hi, everybody. This is
Hey,
Miss Erica.
I
This is,
was just about to. When I said I was about to switch positions, I was just about to move my computer, and y'all would have seen all the mess.
that's why it's nice to have one location. So you're like, the mess is confined.
Yeah, but I will put a pause on that for a moment.
There you go. There you go.
So,
Well, hello for anybody that is in the chats or here. I'm Courtney and Tangible Reads, and we have Miss Erica at the Broken Spine here, and hopefully we have some other buddies show up. Erica, you want to introduce yourself?
well, I'm Erica from the Broken Spine. I, hey Bree. Um, what can I say? I sometimes do videos about books. I haven't been very active this year,
You're a busy
but
lady.
yeah, and you know, just need to take a break, need to regroup and what have you, and um,
How long have you been on
you know,
BookTube?
3 4 years.
Oh, okay. So you've been around a minute. You know how things go. So you can take a lull.
Yeah, yeah, Bree, who that? Who
I
that?
mean, what is
For
it?
sure.
So what type of books do you generally like that you talk about when you
Um,
talk about books?
when I talk about books, I mean, okay. So let
So
me.
what happened was
Yeah, basically, what had happened was I'm getting comfortable. Um, so I was a lit major, so I read all the classics, um, or what what people deem as good literature and literature that should be read, um, and discussed and all of that good hoity-toity stuff. But anyway, I am kind of an all over, and I think it's because of that. I'm an I read very broadly, and I right now I focus primarily on BIPOC authors. I do read some white authors, but mostly it's BIPOC. That's just who I think I prefer to read nowadays. Um, 4 years of predominantly white authors. I think I've had my fill.
to go to something new. It's crazy to say to go to something new, but I do feel like reading Black authors is something new for me. That really
Yeah.
bugs me that I say that, but I feel that way too.
Um,
Me is all of you.
reads everything but loves
Hey,
them some.
Brittany.
Yeah, I mean, I do love good a good classic. Um, there's nothing new. Nothing new has been written. It's all repurposed. But what do you do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the author. What does the author do to make that new?
Hmm.
Anyway,
Put their life experience on it, I think.
yeah.
So for you, you're doing, I know you're doing the James Baldwin read along. So are
Hmm.
you into like Black classics or is you're just focusing on his work and then doing like other stuff?
Oh, no, no. I read Black classics.
Mhm.
Um, I specifically love the Harlem Renaissance.
Mhm.
Um, whew, yeah, the Harlem Renaissance is like my favorite time period. Those are the authors that, if I'm gonna read classics,
Mhm.
Black classics, it would probably be from them. But James Baldwin is such a phenomenal human. I mean, he and Maya Angelou. were besties, and he encouraged her to write I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. She was going to edit it.
Ooh,
And he was like, "Why are you taking this out?" And all of these things. So we have I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings really because of James Baldwin pushing Maya Angelou to write it and to publish it raw.
see, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, and in college, I did one of my senior studies on Zora Neale Hurston. So, love Zora Neale Hurston. And
Speaking of, Bree right here is doing a read along for Zora Neale Hurston through the year.
yep. So, yeah. So, I had I had started a couple years ago reading through Zora Neale Hurston's work, but then life happened and I had to put that aside.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah.
Why can't we live in a bubble with just our books, food, and eating?
I
Maybe a little
know,
vacation
right?
every now and then, and a
Right?
little sleep. I'm okay with just those.
Mhm. A little bit of sleep.
Oh,
Read and
there
a
you go.
little bit of sleep
Hmm.
and no work.
There we go. There we go. There you go. But we got to make some money somehow.
I mean, we're in a capitalistic society, so
That is true. That is true. Well, I'm glad that you're liking the Black classics. I can't say I've read a whole lot in my life, and even definition of Black classics. I'm about a year ish with BookTube, so
uh
definitely learning a lot.
and you
I
don't see
did.
that very often. Bree from Locked Petition has a
Mhm.
Black Classics book club.
I know. I saw that.
Yeah.
I tried
So,
to get in. I saw some old um short that came up, and I was like, yeah, and I wrote all this stuff down, and then I messaged her. She was like, that was last year. I didn't look at the date for it. I just wrote it
yeah.
down. But I get so sidetracked with booktube. I got so much stuff going on. I do need to look at
Yeah.
that one. Although, I get a lot of stuff from the library and stuff, and they don't be
And
having some of them books.
I mean, patronize your library.
Oh yeah.
I'm all for it. I
I enjoy a good library.
hmm?
I was saying I enjoy good library. One of
Yeah.
the things I learned about BookTube is that because I was all about just Kindle Unlimited books, and since joining BookTube, I started going to the library more. My library is on point. Like they don't have everything, I will say, but I will say majority of the stuff that
Mhm.
I am looking for, especially when it comes to BIPOC authors, they have. I was surprised because it's not a whole lot of us, but I will tell you that I
Yeah.
see more, I would say, Black people at the library than I do in my entire neighborhood walking around on a daily basis. I'm like, darn, this where we at? All at the library?
Yeah.
It's surprising. So maybe that's why they're a little bit
But
more open having books. So
see, and here's the other thing. What and I hate this from the publishing industry. They're like, "Oh, black people don't read." Like they and that's why we have anyway, we're not going to go that route.
we
But
talk all day,
anyways,
right?
and but the reality is black people read more than their counterparts. So we we literally drive. Well, we drive everything, but um, but the publishing industry doesn't see it that way.
Mm. I don't think they want to see it that way.
Oh no, as long as it's headed up by white folks.
I mean, you would think the
Yeah,
dollars speak for itself, like that should be
yeah,
the overwhelming, no offense, but Black people will be shelling out some dollars. I mean, overall, I think
right.
sometimes we don't save enough, but we shell out some
No,
dollars. So put out the things that we're going to buy sometimes.
right, right.
So,
I mean, I say it all the time. If black people stop buying, or they only buy from black folks, we could crash the economy.
ooh, that's a statement there.
I
Ooh,
mean,
ooh. I don't
Literally.
know. I think with our end product, we need to start making some stuff. But you know, we all
Oh
get
yeah.
our, I think most of us get our end product, our goals, we get them from a particular country that
Oh
we need
yeah.
to kind of get rid of. Everybody gets things from a
Yeah.
particular spot, regardless of how we're selling it and who the end product is or the seller is
Right.
here. So I think that's where we start at wrong. But anyway, anyway, y'all, let's get to the Jets.
And if
Hello,
we get into
Moody.
manufacturing, that'd be great.
Yeah, exactly. America as a whole has a problem with manufacturing it. We have done
Hmm.
ourselves in, so we'll see how it all pans out in the end. You know.
Yep.
Hello, Mood. How you doing? Hello, Elena. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? How you doing? Hello, Bree. Hello, Erica.
Hello.
Erica making bank. Let me buy.
I don't have $5.
Bree loves some
I
$5. Ask
know.
for 10 and then maybe
Oh,
you'll get 5. It's like Facebook Marketplace. You sell something for 10, but they want to offer half.
eBay.
I know. Oh,
Like eBay. Yep.
exactly. It's like,
Um, buy
look.
it now for this much.
Exactly. And then they still want to offer something else. Oh my
Uh-huh.
gosh. I'm dealing with Facebook Marketplace. I will say though, during the pandemic, like the height of the pandemic, because I definitely don't think it's over, I was making some bank on Facebook. I'm telling you. And as soon
Really?
as they open stuff up, people stop buying my crap. I was upset. Hey,
What?
Ulysses. How
Hey,
you doing?
Ulysses.
Hello, 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 hello. Everybody says hello. What is everybody going to be reading? Are you going to be reading, Miss Erica?
Um, I'm gonna be cleaning.
That's a
And
plus.
hopefully I'm just gonna try and listen to this audiobook. I don't even know where it is. But I'm buddy reading it with someone else. And anyway, not gonna get into that backstory. But I'm buddy reading it.
You want to say the
And
book or is that a surprise?
um it's a surprise. It's
Ooh,
part of a larger TBR that
ooh,
just
secret vlog.
happened. Yeah, I'm gonna try and vlog it. I don't know. It just may be like an after I read the book because I don't do well with vlogging. That's not my lane, and I know that.
Hey, you vlog more, you don't have to worry about like, well, I guess depends on what you're doing because you can do a vlog where you talk the route and then you can do a vlog with some other stuff. You ever had
Yeah.
one of those things where you taped a bunch of stuff to add in and in the end you're like, screw it, let me just talk about the book and just ditch all the other footage?
So I've only done I've done less than 5 vlogs in the entire time that I've been on
Oh,
BookTube.
really? Wow.
Yeah, because it's just like I've done a couple of daily ones where I'm running errands, and my vlogs are always in the car. Um,
I noticed that. I saw, well,
they're
you're a busy girl. Okay. Hey, look, do what you got
yeah,
to do.
they're always in the car, like because that's one when I remember to update,
Mm.
and two, yes, I'm always in the car. So, if I'm not sleeping, I'm in the car. That's kinda how I feel.
Mm.
Although, I mean, I'm here, um, not in the car. You know what I mean.
Home for the
Yeah.
win.
So, I mean, it's just, like, that's just really when I remember to update a vlog, so
If that's how it is, that's how it is. There's a booktuber, Courtney Reeds. I like her already, but her name is Courtney Reeds, and
mhm,
she started out just all her vlogs were in the car, like talking about
mhm.
books. So I'm like, hey, I
Yeah,
filmed a few things in the car myself, you know.
and
Oh, and look who we have here. Bam!
I
It's
finally
Nell.
made it.
Hello, pretty lady.
hello.
I made it.
Hello. I know. Nell was messaging me that her computer wouldn't start.
Yeah. I
Mm,
think that either this was like a response that my computer automatically did because I was connecting to a bunch of like foreign Wi-Fi's while I was away. So maybe my computer was like, we're gonna shut this all the way down. And it like messed up the driver on my computer, like in the
Ooh.
hardware, it like messed it up. So I had to like reset it and all that kind of stuff. That's what I was. I'm like, how do I? So I had to Google on my phone like how how to fix this problem. Me over here, a whole geek squad. Like,
oh no. On top of that, you had to come back from vacation. That was
I
at a
know.
really cool spot. I know you wanted to live in that house, right?
It was amazing, yes.
That would have been cool. Well, I'm glad you made it back and that your computer
Same.
act good, because I'm not technologically savvy. When you message me that, I'm just like, well, I have no idea whatsoever on that one. Good luck. Hope to see you. You're familiar with Miss Erica, right? Broken Spine?
Yes, yes.
Hello.
Or is it
Hi.
The Broken Spine? I'm always shortening things. The Broken Spine.
Yeah.
That might make a difference in coming up in search.
It's The Broken Spine. I had to think about it. It's The Broken Spine.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we have Miss Nell, and well, you want to introduce yourself now? I know you.
I mean, most of the people that I can see in the comments pretty much know who I am. But I guess if there's anybody who's not commenting, who's like lurking in the background, hello, I'm Nell. I do all the normal book stuff that everybody's doing. There's nothing special about me or my channel. I'm just here, you know. I try to post videos on Fridays.
You.
I post videos on Fridays. I'm usually here on Sprints with Courtney on Thursdays. That's about it.
Well, there you go. And she's back from vacation. I can't wait to see your cabin in the woods.
Oh,
That you made it back
I'm
from
going
that.
to a cabin in the woods.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Where are you at again, Erica?
I live in Maryland.
Oh, me too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I went up to Frederick. That's where I was last weekend.
Okay, I'm going to Shenandoah.
Okay.
Yeah. So cabining up there.
Fun.
As long as you make it back with all the horror stories, then we're good. So
yeah.
Let somebody know where you're at, okay?
Well, I wanted, because it's my birthday weekend, and I usually, try to go back to nature for a few days, like either camping or whitewater, something.
Mm-hmm.
But the pandemic it's like slowly starting to get some of the things that I would do back.
Mm-hmm.
And this will be like the first time since the pandemic that I've actually spent second time. No, first time for a hotel. The other times were Airbnb, so I was like still away from people.
Mm-hmm.
But this will be the first time where it's like hotel-ish, but it's still like cabin where I'm staying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared.
Why?
I hate hotels in general.
Fair.
Yeah, I think ever since I started doing Airbnbs, I have an issue with hotel. Like my husband and I did long distance for 3 years where we met at hotels. So I got used to it. But ever since I started doing Airbnbs, I definitely prefer them. I just think you get more.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never been a hotel girly. And definitely not a motel. Don't put me in anything on the side of the road.
Just bring your sanitizer. Bring your mace.
Oh my gosh.
Your cell phone fully charged. You'll be right.
Well, I'm gonna be in the woods. I probably won't have any cell phone coverage. It's like literally in the woods.
I mean, I don't stay any place that does not have cell phone reception. I mean, that's just. I mean, so check that up front.
Courtney's like, I would never.
Yeah, I mean, whether I use it or not, it doesn't matter. Like even overseas, they say they have it and it might be a charge. Well, at least it's available.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not even an option, then you're X'd off the list automatically.
I mean, and that's one of the reasons why I go to the woods.
To like unplug.
Yeah, but you might need to plug in, like in case something happens. I'm just saying.
Well,
there's been plenty of movies based on what you're talking about, and they did not end well for many of those people.
Have you guys seen The Blackening?
No,
but I saw
Go watch it.
I
Go
haven't
watch
seen any
it.
movies in a
Is
minute.
it a
Good.
is it a horror?
No, it's like a parody.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Because oddly enough, I can read horror. I can't watch it.
It's like how Scary Movie is, where it's like a parody of like scary movies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that'll be fun. I like
But you
to
just
hear about
reminded me
it.
of that when you were talking about them being like in a cabin in the woods and not having cell phone reception. Like that's how the movie starts off.
Oh, well, maybe I won't watch that.
It's funny though. It's really
Yeah.
funny.
Okay.
That'll be fun.
Maybe watch it after your trip.
Okay.
There you go. Yes, exactly. Miss
All right.
Mel, what are you going to be reading?
I'm probably not gonna read anything. I didn't even realize what time it was until it was like 5 minutes before this is supposed to start. Had I figured that out sooner, I would have realized that I couldn't connect to the internet sooner. But I was sitting here annotating a book, so I'm probably gonna finish annotating my book. I've already read it. I just want to like highlight, underline, tab, that stuff. So that's probably what I'm gonna be doing.
What book
What are
is
you?
that?
One True Loves.
Okay. Rom-com, right?
Yes. Well, not really a rom-com. It was more contemporary romance, but like very character driven. Not a lot of romance. A lot of commentary on love and like how love is different with different people and how you are different in different relationships. It was so good. It's so good.
Okay. Well, Elena is going to be reading The Camel Club by David Baldacci.
Nice.
And we get you're deep in there. 49 chapters. How many chapters is that book total then?
It's only 295 pages or 49 chapters at 295 pages. Those must
That
be
means the
really,
chapters
really
are
short
really
chapters.
short.
Yeah.
I wonder how far that extends though. I like books that have short chapters, but I hate it when they're like 2-3 pages and then you're on the next chapter. It's like, I don't like that idea. And then also, you have those books that extend out where they leave like on one page and then the opposite page is blank and then the chapter starts on the other one. I'm like, just say you don't have much to say and you're trying to increase out the page count, okay? I picked up a book today and I'm like, It's like, okay, not that thick.
Yeah, they're trying to pad the count.
Exactly. Brittany, I am glad you are back.
I'm glad you're reading Song of Achilles because Neva DNF'd it.
Uh-oh. I haven't read that, but I've heard a lot about it. I can picture the cover. It's blue or bluish green with like a yellow in the middle or something. What is that about? Is that like mythology and stuff?
Yeah, it's like a retelling of Achilles' story, but it's from the perspective of Patroclus instead of it being from Achilles' perspective.
Now, who's Patroclus again?
In the regular like mythology, it's like I guess his sidekick or like his bestie or whatever. But in this retelling, it's his lover.
See, I'm just thinking of the movie Troy with Brad Pitt. I'm not going to read that book because I'm not into mythology, but that's what I'm thinking of. Who is it? Okay, so that's his homeboy. Okay. I was thinking it was the girl. Getting closer to finishing my books. Hopefully you can do it on this sprint. Woo-hoo. I geared up for a 45-minute sprint. Is that good for y'all?
Yeah.
So my goal for this is 2 hours. I'm trying to limit because sometimes I'll be taking too much longer because I talk a lot in the afternoon. So till around 7:30 because I know there's a lot of other folks that's sprinting. So I want us to have at least one sprint. Woo woo! Oh, that sounds like cute there. Hello,
my love.
I'm going to finish The Will of the Many. Ooh, I've never heard of that. What is that about? Hello. Hey, Kiana. How you doing? Hello. Kiana, Brittany. Oh, by the way,
Brittany, how are you feeling? Didn't she have like surgery or something?
Really? Oh, I
think Brittany went to the hospital like a week or two ago.
Oh, Brittany. Oh, I thought you were talking about Kiana. Yes.
No. I just forgot about it when Alicia said, hope you feel better. I know Brittany was like recovering from something.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I was telling her welcome back. I saw she's back already. I know she was talking about posting a video. I have been horrible with watching videos in the last week.
Me too.
Pop up. Generally, I'm good. Like I spend a lot of time on BookTube, probably too much. And I've been trying to catch at least my key people I talk to at least one of your video, 1 or 2 a week. But I've been so bad. But I saw something pop up. So I'm like, Brittany is back. Then I just saw her in the chats there. Hey, Paco. How you doing?
Paco, are you ready for Under the Whispering Door?
Uh-oh, y'all have a book club reading.
We
Paco's
are
like,
reading, for anyone who's interested, we're reading Under the Whispering Door for July. That is the book that me and Paco are about to reading. So, I think Kiana and Riley both said that they were interested. But if anybody else is interested, let me know. Sorry, I
that
think
is
somebody's
your
probably at the
blood,
door.
right? So, what is that about?
Uh,
Go ahead.
it's basically about this guy who's like in purgatory. That's like the very short version of the story. He's like in purgatory. He's like in limbo, in between like dead and then whatever is the afterlife. And I forget what he's trying to do, but he's trying to do something like while he's in that like phase of his non-life.
Is there action? Is there a love
No,
interest?
I think it's a contemporary. I don't think it's an action book. I think it's more of like character driven. I don't think it's a romance. At least I don't think so. Could be though. Might be a romance side plot. I don't know. It's a good question.
I think I may have asked you about this book. I got so many notes. I need to stop writing notes all over the place, y'all. Under Whispered Door. Okay. I've been so busy this week with random stuff that I have notes and then I don't follow up on them because I think I've asked you about this before.
That's me.
So I'm
all
gonna
the
get
time.
it together. I'm
That's always
trying.
me.
Today I did like hair stuff and then house stuff and blah blah blah
Nice.
blah blah. And so I'm gonna get my act together by the end of the weekend. So
Get your act together.
I'll get it together. Nelly Nell.
Yes. I was so devastated because I was on Neva's stories on Instagram and I saw that she was reading it and I was like, yay, like that's exciting. Like I can't wait to see what she thinks about it. And I kept like clicking through her story. And literally, like maybe 5 stories later, she was like, I DNF'd it. I was like, oh, okay, well then, never mind.
Neva's like, if I'm not liking the book, I'm a wrap because she has so many books that she reads. So
Yeah.
But you know what? And that's really good. Because I powered through 3 books that I hated just recently. Just because I was like, good premise, good premise. I know it's got to get better. It has to get better. And I don't usually do that. If I don't like it,
you had faith in that author.
yeah. I was like, this is crap.
What were they? You want to say it?
One was Sister Maiden Monster. Beautiful cover. Love the premise of it. And then the other one was Prosper's Demon. Oh, I have like a book pile that's about to fall off. So
Are any of these fantasy or anything?
So they were both horror fantasies.
Okay.
And the other one I can't talk about.
Okay.
So because it's for this other
The Secret Project.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, so you already didn't finish. I was part of that. I was like, crap, and I'm reading this book.
Yeah. But the Secret Project got started because of something else that I read. And something that happened in there. And I was like, you know what? Here we are.
So how come they didn't get better? Like, what do you think was wrong with, like, just no action?
Oh no, it was plenty of action. It was just how the story developed. It left some holes. It was a 3-part story, each multi POV, so 3 parts, 3 POVs, and how they came together didn't make sense. So, and then Prosper's Demon. I liked and there's a part 2 to this book. I don't know why, but there's a part 2. It's like a demon, or this person is like a demon hunter, so to speak, but he's kind of also like a priest. So he exorcises, demons out of people, and he doesn't really care how they come out. So he could leave the person either dead or maybe like a babbling idiot or something. Um, Great premise, execution not great.
It's a book, a 2-book series. Ah,
Yeah. So, but those were two separate authors, nothing to do with each other.
what was the first one called? I'm gonna look these up.
Don't.
I like to know. Prosperous Demon sounds like a good title until you were like, there's 2 books. I have a thing, in case you ever listen to me, I have a thing about page counts and sequels.
So they're both novellas.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It's a novella.
So,
I'll take it down with that.
well, the Prosperous Demon series are novellas. So this the copy that I had was barely 100 pages, and then the second book is probably around the same. So that's why I was like, I don't know why it's 2 books. But the other Sister Maiden Monster is like a whole like 300 pages worth of nonsense. So,
Well,
but anyway.
Sounds interesting still.
Yeah.
Erica's like, you've been warned. If you
Yeah, you've been warned.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, okay, so the Broken Earth trilogy, right? Everybody's been ranting and raving and stuff about that. I read the whole thing as part of a N.K. Jemisin read along with The Curious Owl. I just wanted to kind of see what the hype was about, and I forced myself way through all of them. I'm glad I did, so I can get a whole complete series, like get over my fear, and also kind of see what the entire thing is about before judging it. And it was okay, just not for me. Good writing, but not for me. However, you have Ms. Nell here that I think you DNF, right?
I know, I finished it.
Oh, you finished it? Yeah.
I finished the first book. I'm not going to continue.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, but there's some people that are just like, I'm not even finishing the first book, but everybody rants and says it's amazing. So, you know.
I love the Broken Earth trilogy.
Most people do.
I know. Yeah. And I know a lot of people don't like it because it's in second person, and that's hard to get around for some people.
That was actually my favorite part. I like the second person part.
Yeah, and
I just didn't understand what was going on. I never understood what was happening.
Yeah, it took me a while to get it, but once I got into the swing of things, I was like, oh, now I don't feel so stupid. I was like, this right here is above my pay grade.
100% agree.
I think I caught on better to the series like after book 1. Book 1, I was like confused, but I'm one of those people to where it takes, like, I read pretty quickly, but I think I dedicate time. When I'm reading, I dedicate myself to it. That's how I think I get through books quicker. But when I first start a book, it takes me a while to kind of sit down and just get to it and read it. And if it's like a complicated subject, like I think the Fifth Element was complicated in the beginning, where you're like, huh? And so I kept rereading that. But once I resolved to, I read it, let me just move on and it'll make sense later, is when I was like able to get into the story. And so that's how it is for me with some books. But it's yeah, I think that one was I don't know. It was okay. Thus far, N.K. Jemisin is okay. I am dedicated to her as an author as part of this year-long series of picking up The Curious Owl for I think most of y'all know, but Gabby, she's pretty much doing a year-long readathon of all of N.K. Jemisin's work. So she's taking one or more works each and every month, kind of like what you're doing with James Baldwin for the entire year. And so I am dedicated to at least picking up the first book in the series. And after that, then I may have to just catch her in a few months. Like I did all of the Broken Earth, and then the Inheritance trilogy. I read the first 2 books. I'm not vested enough to continue, so I'm not going to force myself like I did with the Broken Earth. So let's see, January, February, March. So
Did they
April,
already read? What's the book about? Something about the city? We built the city, or
no,
something?
Yeah.
that one's not yet. That one's
Okay.
I can tell you when I have
That's
all
probably
of
the
them.
only other N.K. Jemisin book that I would give a shot. And if I don't like that, then I'm probably just gonna check out.
Yeah, we haven't
You.
gotten to that one yet. That one is June was the whole finishing up the Inheritance trilogy. So that one's this month. So next month is starting a new one, the Awakened Kingdom and whatever that is. So you're talking about the city we became. That's November.
Yeah, that book.
Yeah, so we haven't gotten there yet. So
Okay.
I'm gonna pick back up with this read along come next month. So this month I took a break. So I'm trying, you know, but not for everybody. Like you said, it's not for everybody. So, you don't know
And
until you try.
and I don't know how long y'all are taking to read the books either.
Just a month. You just
Hmm.
take, pick it up like I normally, truthfully, the live show is the first Saturday of every month for the previous month. So generally I pick up the book like the last, like a week or a week and a half before and read it.
So, okay. So for the Broken Earth trilogy, you read 3 books in a month?
Oh, no, it's one book every month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you have one, yeah, and it's a slow read. So every
Okay.
month you're picking up something. So for the Broken Earth trilogy, it started in April. So April was the 100,000 Kingdoms, and May was Broken Kingdoms, and this month is the Kingdom of Gods, which I'm not reading on. But I'm gonna go to the live show because I read the other 2, and I want to see and hear her talk about spoilers, hopefully, so I can see what happened because I'm not gonna read it.
Okay. Because I was about to say, reading 3 of N.K.
It's a
Jemison's
lot.
books in a month, I would like lose my mind.
I mean, it's doable if
Oh,
you want to, but yeah, that's
yeah, but that would,
Don't recommend.
yeah, that would kill me. And
yeah, no, that's a lot. But I don't know. I like her writing, but it's definitely, I think I can recognize good writing. Whether I appreciate the subject matter is another story. But I
yeah.
do like her perspective and the depth that goes into her
Have
writing.
you read the short story collection Till Black Feet? How long till Black Future Month?
I have not. Is that on here? I have not. I read Farce. My only delving into her was Farce Sector before.
I do want to read that. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a graphic. It was pretty good.
Um
Right now, I think N.K. Jemisin is a solid 4 for me. Where's my note that I just had?
so for anybody that hasn't read N.K. Jemisin in the past, and it's your first endeavor to N.K. Jemisin and in her style, I highly recommend starting with How Long Till Black Future Month, because it's a collection of short stories, and um it gives you kind of like a perspective. Is perspective the word that I want to use? No, but I can't think of the word that I want. An overview. It gives you an
Sampling, yeah.
overview of her writing and how it's evolved. So,
That
I'll
book
have to
is
check
in
that out.
August on the list.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I just remembered Emergency Skin. I did read that a long time ago too. So those were the 2 things I had read prior to her. But yeah, in August is How Long Till Black Future Month, and City We Became is November.
I'll have to add that to my. I have to
So
get
I'm
my book.
excited. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm determined that no matter what I think, I'm not going to DNF any particular book. I will finish it, but I'm not going to DNF. So she's my test case for reading all of the works, which I can't say I've ever done that by anybody else, unless they have 1 or 2 books. Then in that case, it's a win. Anyway,
that's
so
a pretty serious test case.
I mean, well, it's part of a read along. Like I wanted to. I read the. I won this as part of Black SF Effathon, which was like my
Okay.
first time winning like something off of BookTube, and I was really excited. So when I saw Gabby was having the read along, I was like, I have that book. Let me go ahead. Let me delve right in. Maybe I was impulsive, maybe I'm not, but you know what? I'm good. I'm good. I could be reading somebody else that's worse. So I'm like, okay.
I mean,
I like
true.
the idea of the slow read and
Hmm.
having somebody else to read it with. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with that one. And I wanted to read the series anyway. I heard so much about it, so I figured maybe
Yeah.
it's hopping on the
And I think,
bandwagon. But
and I think, most people start with that because it's her most popular, and
Mhm.
you know, 3-time Nebula Award. You know, who's done that other than
Yeah.
N.K. Jemisin? Um, but I think that if I had not read How Long to a Black Future Month first, then I would have had a much harder time with 50, with the Broken Earth trilogy.
Hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say that I disliked the book. I just didn't understand it. It felt like I
Yeah,
was reading a book in another language where it's like everybody else knows what the person is saying and I'm just trying to like use context clues to like figure out what's going on.
yeah. I mean, especially if it's not, because fantasy, sci-fi fantasy, period, is like not the thing that I read on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And I think um that she's, I don't know. I don't want to say she's high fantasy because I don't want
Yeah,
to say
I wouldn't
that.
say it either. I think
Um
she's unique fantasy. That's what I think. But
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know if that's a
yeah.
category.
And I can't say, cuz I don't know all the things as far as fantasy is concerned, you know? Like I still have to look up what classifies something as fantasy versus
Mhm.
science fiction. So,
Yeah,
um
I'm the same way.
but
I
yeah.
don't know. I'm hit or miss when it comes to fantasy and sci-fi. I do like that. Like I like fantasy, sci-fi, horror, anything that's not just normal, like everyday life. And I'm okay with that because I don't want to learn new terms like what's the blah 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 that you just made up this word, and I got to remember that now. But I like the idea of adding in fantastical elements in stuff. So I call that light fantasy. Some people will call
Mhm.
that magical realism. Whatever. Hey, I'm not being schooled, so but it is a hit or miss. But I
Mhm.
mean, I like the characters, some more than others. I just the magic system, I think, is what kind of didn't get it for me. All the earth magic, I call it, in for that series. But other than that, I did enjoy it. But certain concepts get to you and some don't. But I thought it was good though. I think she wrote very well. I just
Mhm.
like almost kind of like the biblical way that she said certain things. I thought just was really really eye catching. But I wasn't like, oh, I gotta flock to this. I love it. And then the whole mythology, like I said, I'm not huge into that. So the
Mhm.
Inheritance trilogy is with that, and I'm just like, I read the first book, was invested. I picked up the second one just to make sure I wasn't that invested. I'm like, I'm solid, I'm good. So
Yeah.
anyway, all right, let's get to some comments and then we can read because I got to go do some hair stuff and I want to get through this book. So, Brittany, you are sore. I am glad that you made it back still, though. We're very proud of you, Erica.
Thank you.
Let's take it easy. Definitely, we do not want you to see you back in the hospital. Love Book One, my favorite of the series. Yeah, almost everybody enjoyed the 5th season, but I don't know a lot of people that progress past that. So that says something.
Wow.
That is how I felt watching Everything Everywhere All at Once. That is a book I remember the title, but I don't know exactly what it's about.
Hey
Everyone.
Miama.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing?
Okay,
Hey,
no
Miyama, are
problem.
you done with all of your Priest series? So we are doing read along for the Priest series. Have you heard of that book by Sierra Simone, Erica?
I saw it. I have not like
Just
read it, but It's romance, right?
Yeah, it's romance erotica. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not your thing.
Yeah.
I was pressured. No, I
Yeah.
delve every now and then, but yeah, we're gonna have a talk about this book on these books if you've read them all. On what
27th?
Tuesday? No, I think
Is
it's
it the
Tuesday, the
27th?
27th.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
at 7:30 p.m. But I have a video coming out, a nice little collab I'm excited about.
Oh,
I
I'm
need
nice.
to
excited
give
to see it.
I'm trying to figure out if I want to give you a little peek preview. Miss Nell's in it. I want to know if I want to see if I should give you a little peek preview and send
I
you
mean,
the.
I'll watch it with everybody else. I'm fine with that.
Are you gonna
Maybe I'll send it as, huh?
are you gonna do it as a premiere?
I was thinking of that. I just thought of that as a premiere in my head because it's really funny. It's like I don't even want to say the premise up here because I just want people to kind of be
No,
surprised. I
don't say
think
the
I've told a few people. It's
no.
taken a minute though. I will say I will not be doing this like I did because you have no idea how much time it took to edit this video. Luckily, I have no kids and I had some time off work. But that is the reason why I'm behind on watching other people's videos because I'm spending so much time editing my own. As for the birds,
How
it's
long how long is it?
like 13 minutes. It's not even long. It's just so many elements. I complicated it too much myself, and it still didn't come out how I wanted it. But it is what it
Look,
is.
be
It's an
proud of what
amateur
you did.
efforts. I'm proud of the people that have helped me put it together and the fact that I even thought of it in the first place. But it is for the birds, okay? Y'all better enjoy it. I better get at least 50 hits on this video. Otherwise, I'm be pissed. I'm not even about numbers, but I better
That's
get 50 hits on this video.
that is how I feel about my fourth wing video. I am so disgusted that it hasn't done any better than what it has. I was like, I've read this and I had some thoughts.
Well, I'm gonna have to go watch your video during the sprint.
I feel like the videos that I spend the least amount of time on are the ones that I feel like gets the most hits. And all these that I spend all my hard-earned time on, besides my shorts, I am proud of my shorts, but it's probably
Yeah.
random people just coming up finding my shorts. But I'm happy about those. I think they're funny and they're educational. So that's
like
another
them.
story. But my regular videos, I'd be like, you know how much time I put on that? How many times I redid it because I didn't like something and it's like nobody looked
You
at
could do as a short like uh do you use iMovie or what do you use to edit?
I use WeVideo because I have a crappy Chromebook and it's the only software that's compatible.
Oh, okay. So never mind. But what you could do is a short that is advertising your video.
I do that with certain ones. Like
Um,
I did you may be a seasoned lady like myself, Miss Erica. So for my latest
what are we
video,
talking about seasoned? Are we talking about just salt and pepper? Or are we talking what are we talking about? We talking about the country seasonings? The
talking
seasonings
about
from the south? Are we talking about west
numbers,
seasonings?
numbers and the lifespan.
The lifespan.
But my recent video for that video vixen video girl in the 90s, Corinne
Oh, when you
Stephens.
had the blonde wig on?
Yeah, I said Stephens, but it's Stephens. So what? Anyway, I always say something that's wrong. But Corinne Stephens, yes. So I tried to get into character. My husband loved it. I randomly dress him and do stupid stuff around the house. He's used to that, but he loved that, by the way. But I did a little kind of like a video shoot or whatever with that. That editing because my pictures came out all light, but whatever. I don't care. I'm not professional. But I did a short for that to advertise my video. But I did them opposite. I released the video and then I did the short later. I figured that maybe I would. Here's the thing. What I figured, instead of putting out the short and then you already know what the video is about, I put out the video first. And then I think it was like the next day, I put out the short with the hope that maybe someone will see the short and maybe be attracted enough by the short to go and watch the video with the link. So
So
I'll
you
do that with certain videos if I think it's really interesting, like really cool, something unique.
mhm.
Like, you know, like I like celebrity memoirs, I do as a separate video. And I thought her story was just amazing. So I did that with that. But, you know, it just depends on what the content is for
Mhm.
the short. But really nuts. I was thinking of doing something with priests, but I really don't got the time or the patience, or it takes a while to think of certain things, you know.
Mhm.
City We Became is in November. Yepers, on the way. First sector. First sector was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. Although I
Hey,
think the graphics
Asma.
were very busy. Hello, Asma. How are you doing, lady?
How's your mayo pizza?
Huh?
Said how's your not you to Asma, how's your mayo pizza?
Mayo pizza.
You weren't there when we had that whole conversation in
Oh
Princess's Prince?
no.
She was talking about how she puts mayo on her pizza. It was a whole thing.
Mm-mm.
I am not about that life, Asma. I thought
Mm-mm.
we were cool peeps, but I
Yeah.
cannot eat with you. I don't do mayo much though. Anyway, though
Yeah,
I'll do
neither do
some
I.
mustard.
Mhm.
He's high fantasy. See, everybody has a different category of N.K. Jemisin. Back, just took a nap in the dining room.
Nice.
Okay. Were you eating? You know, when kids they fall asleep in there, it's in there. Well, I'm glad you woke up for us. Hopefully, you read. Hello. Not the
Yeah.
Taco was there.
That's kind of how I feel.
Taco was
Yeah,
there.
that's a love of mayo, y'all.
Yeah. A
Haven't
friend
had
of
garlic
mine,
mayo and pizza in so long. I'm craving. Ooh, maybe
a
it's a
friend of
cultural thing.
It is.
Like I have a coworker that she's Chinese and she eats yogurt with bread. That's
Interesting.
overkill in the carbs, but I'm just like, that's really weird. She'll
yeah.
just put it on there. I'll just watch her and be like,
Hmm.
no way. Mustard on pizza. Oh no, I'm not gonna put it on the pizza. No,
No.
just by itself. I just don't like um mayo that much. But mustard
You're
on
right.
pizza doesn't sound that bad.
I
I guess.
did.
Do what you gotta do. Okay, y'all, let's get to a sprint, our one and only sprint before we get out of here. Otherwise, we're not going to ever read, and I need to do something. Going to leave it on replay in the background, asking for your channel name, Erica. See the review, and I'm
Nice.
awesome.
Oh,
If you want to, Erica, you can type it in the chats here, your channel name, so people can like
um,
get the correct name right.
let me.
UK thing. Oh, UK thing. Okay.
Yeah.
You know
Garlic
what?
mayo.
Kenny confirmed that this is a thing, but that doesn't make it any less gross.
I mean, I can see if you put it on a sandwich, like garlic and mayo are okay. You know, I can see, but I don't see putting it on a pizza. Like I just had some garlic pickles right here that were delicious, but I don't know. That would be good on a pizza, but yeah, that's family eats yogurt with paratha in the summer. Village teams. Okay, see, I do like paratha, by the way. I see that at my Asian mart. I get it all the time. Remember what I said about UK food, Asthma? I think he probably says it's not great. Okay, y'all, let's get to a sprint. We're going to do 45 minutes, okay? And then we'll come back and talk and then get out of here, okay?
All
Sounds like
right. Sounds like a plan.
okay, and happy reading. Hello. How was your
Hey,
reading?
hey, y'all, I'll be right back
Oh, okay.
and finish the phone call.
Oh, no problem. I don't think I ever said what I was reading earlier. So I'm actually reading this. It's called Invisible Wounds. It
Is that a
is,
graphic novel?
yes, you've heard
No.
of
No, it just looked like it because it's so big.
it?
It's either a graphic novel or a textbook, the size of it.
Definitely not no textbook. I'm not trying to go right there. No, it's pretty cool. It's a graphic novel. It's basically about wartime. It's about this guy who graphic journalism. So basically, this guy is detailing like different people's story that have served in the military. Many of them have gone to war, like the Iraq War, and assimilating back to real life. So it's a compilation of a different people's stories. Like it talks about a lot of different things, like don't ask, don't tell in the military, sexism. Haven't had any racism, which is interesting in here because definitely know that's a part of it. VA services, it can get political sometimes, but pretty interesting. Different people's stories. I can definitely, having been in the military, relate to some of them. But a lot of these people have like PTSD and how they're like reestablishing themselves and reinserting themselves back into society after war and how they view things in a different light. But
Right.
very interesting. But I'm almost done actually. I had like a few pages done when I first started, maybe 2 or 3 chapters. And since here, hell, how much do I have left? I'm on 138 and it goes to 167. Yeah.
Okay.
So if I had a few minutes left, I probably could have finished, but I didn't. How'd you do? What were you cleaning up?
Still
No,
getting
meditating,
through, still
right?
tabbing my book.
Okay. So how's that going? Pretty
Good.
good. Pretty
Yeah.
good. Almost done. Awesome. I didn't say I liked your hair, did I?
Oh, thanks.
I like it. What color is that?
It's a mix of colors. I wanted all of it to be like this kind, which is 1B30. I mean, sorry, 1B27, but they didn't have enough packs. So some of the parts in the back is just, I don't know if you can see it, but like it's a mix. So some of it is the 1B27 that I wanted, and then some of it is just straight 1B. But I put all the 1B like in the back.
Is that passion twists?
I don't think they're called passion twist. They might be called like nomad twist or something like that. I forget what it's called.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's all the different twists. I can never figure out what's what. I just do
There's like spring
Marley.
twists and bomb twists, and there's a bunch of. I think this one is nomad. I think that's what they called it. I don't know what that means, but
I went to the store the other day and I saw some passion twists, and I was like, I don't like how bouncy they are. And then the pre-made ones, like the crochet ones, it's cool to have the easiness of it, but I feel like they're way more shiny than like if you were to just do it yourself. So I tend to just do my thing, but I just do straight Marley, whatever that's called. I don't know, but I'm about to hook myself up. I wash my hair, so I'll get my twist on too. I think I have like some red. I'm doing like a 2 and what's the red? 33?
No, 30 is like a brownish color.
Yeah, it's a 99J. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a 2 and a 99J mixture. My husband picked that. I haven't really done the red. I kind of like the your color with that, like putting in the 30 or 33. That's kind of like a blondish mixed in, but anyway. Let's see, where are we at? Okay, so Nell chose some violence. Yes, she did. You're gonna leave. Oh, I think we did that. So you put in the background. It's a UK thing about all that garlic mayo. I'm not about that life. So as my family also eats yogurt. Hold up, I am behind. Where am I at? Okay, remember UK. Where am I at? See the mail debate for several days. I think that will always be a thing. And then you have some people that mix the mayo with the mustard too. That to me just sounds like too much work. Most of the time I just eat my stuff plain anyway. That way remember when I said come to the UK and try it first? I could make that here, but I'm just not going. The broken spine. There we go. 21 more chapters left until the next. Oh, you are still at it. Dang. Nice. Okay, so how many pages is this book? Because you read 295 earlier at 49. chapters. So how many pages total? This is my doggy alibi. There you go. Nice, gentle, fluffy, and like a foo-foo dog. Oh, I love the little pets. Hey, Elena. Hello,
Hey,
hello.
Pat. Yes,
Hydrate.
please change this to your name. Miss Hydration. Yes, I love that.
Pat, have you ever started a channel, call yourself the Hydration Reader? No, just
Yeah.
do Miss Hydration. Or all the thirsty books or something. That might
Ooh, all the
that
thirsty
gives,
books.
huh?
I said, ooh, all the thirsty books.
That will have people flock there. That's for sure. I'll be like, what is it?
Look, we didn't say what the content was. Would be about all the
That'll just
thirsty
be
books.
all the books. Every book I mentioned, she has
Yeah,
read. I think that's
Mhm.
amazing in
it's
itself.
just your thirst for reading. How about that?
And she's a little boop boop button.
Yep.
Did you get some stuff straightened up?
I sure did not. I talked on the phone.
That happens when I'm planning to do something and then my mom calls and just throws everything off. I'm like, I had a plan.
Yeah.
And generally she's just telling me about whatever book she's reading because that's all she wants to talk about.
Right, right.
That was the only sprint, by the way, y'all. We're going to be getting out of here pretty soon. I just read the prologue of A Lover's Discourse, and just know based on the prologue, it's a 5. Ooh, okay.
Nice.
Good book. I haven't had a 5 in so long. I thought I was broken. Hey, you got to find something that just hits just right, okay?
The fact that you can tell by the prologue. Okay.
Hello, Pat, my love. Awesome. Hey, Erin. How are you
Hello,
doing?
Erin.
Just in time for us to get out of here, too. So I'm about to say hi. Thank you for coming by. Much appreciated. Literally, me and my pregnant friend were looking at baby names, and Erin is the #1 contender. That's a nice
Nice.
That's a nice name. I have some other names for you since I'm not going to be naming any kids. There's Ezra is a really good name. I like that a lot. I really love the name Everly. That's another name. Avery is another one. And Gabriel used to be my all-time favorite name. So there's some other ones if you're so inclined. Somewhere in chapter 12 of The Will of the Many. I might have to reread chapter 11. Sometimes you have those books that you got to go back and reread.
Yeah.
Literally halfway through. And how are you liking it? How are you liking it? I like it. Just keep getting distracted and feel like I'm missing things. I go back and find out I didn't miss much, but I appreciate the fast pace. That's how it is. It's always something that you're in a book and you're like, what did I read? And you go back and you're like, I didn't really miss too much. I get lost in the sauce sometimes. Like I was saying before, it takes a lot for me to like when I first start, because I just keep going back like a paragraph or two. But once I resolve, let me just get to reading this book, then I progress really, really quickly. Like it took forever in this book of just starting it, but it's pretty good though. I can't remember where I found it. I think it was just a random look at the library. Saints got off to a slow start for me. Oh yes, Saints was a hold up. Saints is
it the last one?
Is with Aiden. That's part of the pre-series.
Is it the last one?
Yeah, it's the last book. That's Aiden and Elijah. Yeah, it was a bit slow. Truthfully, I think all of the books got to, I think compared to the other ones and when they got to the sexy time, I do think Saint got off to a slow start. But it kind of told you the beginning, like the beginning kind of told you who was together like right up front. So I kind of didn't like that. It's kind of like the what do they call it? Like the end, the beginning is the end type thing or whatnot. Mm-hmm. But it was okay. I don't know if I would say that one was probably my least favorite. Loving last page in this book picks up nicely when the kid goes to the school. Okay. Got to get him out. Go back to read The Unbroken.
I want to read that.
I haven't read that book yet. Saint is mellow and slow.
And it's C.L. Polk.
Say it again.
I think it's C.L. Polk.
C.L. Polk?
Polk. I think I could be wrong.
This is giving me the writing is beautiful. Ooh.
Yeah, C.L. Clark.
Oh, I have heard of that title. That title. That author's name. What's Unbroken about then?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I just know who it is that I want to read the author.
Oh, okay. Same the one with the age gap. No, Sinner is with the age gap.
Let's see.
Good. It's only good.
Oops.
It's not
The
only me.
Unbroken.
Oh, that's what that
The
was.
Unbroken. It's an epic fantasy novel, debut by C.L. Clarke. It is the first book in a planned trilogy.
There we go. It's already done. All these books always have, I don't understand about fantasy. Like, for one, they're already long. So why do you need to now create 3, 4, or 5 books in the series? I don't get that. It's
because
just
people want to stay in that world. People read fantasy to escape. So it's like the longer you can stay in that world, the longer you can prolong your escape.
But I could have went to travel to other worlds as well and met some new people, you know?
And also, a lot of times the first book in a fantasy is a lot of world building and not a whole lot of like stuff happening. So you need that first book to like set the foundation, introduce you to the world and whatever creatures exist there and the politics. And then the second book is when stuff actually starts happening.
I'm gonna need authors to speed that world up. I'm not. It's just too much. I don't know. I think it's just a ploy to sell books because I feel like some of these books,
that too.
Yeah, I just think that they could just some of these books. I'm like, you could have easily cut off a few, like 100 pages or so, and it would have been fine. Like I read a book. Oh my god, what is her name? CN. No. Oh my gosh. How do I not know it? Anyway, it's like the demon. Oh my god, demon witch trials. Anyway, I'll have to look it up. But anyway, there was a book series that I read, and each book was like under 300 pages. It was a three book series of fantasy, and I thought it was completely fine with the pages. Garden of Serpents, I remember that one, and they were able to do it with under 300 pages per. C.N. Crawford, and perfectly fine. But I guess, I don't know. This was one of those Kindle books, but at the same time, I do think there's still some really great Kindle Unlimited books. If you want some fantasy, I don't even think it really even had some smut in it, but you know, it just had a really good world building, but it was quick. Like I like world building, but it's only so much I want to know about like every little detail, you know, and then it's like get to what the action is. So I just get lost in it sometimes, and that's not a good thing, like sidetracked. But multiple books, I'm like, and especially when you have them that are coming out like a year apart, it's like, okay, when the series is done, let me know, and then maybe I'll go into it. I don't want to have to wait because then you forget of what happened and then you got to go back. And I'm not a rereader either. Saint is actually Sinner, Saint, and Priest are all brothers. Need to have it done for Saturday book club. Get on it, Paco. Saint is the youngest brother with his brothers. Yep. Yes, he did. Monk and his family. Yepers. Oh, I do love this. Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind a series. Hold on, please. Stand by. Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship for a series for me. It depends on how long it is and how invested. Maybe that just means I'm not so invested in the characters that I'm not going to go that route. But
I like series as long as the books are good. I feel like with series, sometimes they go on too long and like the books don't get better, they get worse over time. Yeah. And then that's not fun.
I also feel like sometimes you never have like read a book that you really enjoyed it. And then I'm afraid that if I pick up another book, for one, I don't want the story. Like with BookTube, we have so many books. Like it's only so many of me with all the books. I want to, you know, continue reading multiple books. But also I feel like I'm scared that maybe that second book is going to ruin the first book.
Hmm.
And so I'm like, why don't we just end at a high note? It's a good story. I like where it's at. I don't want to go derail. And then sometimes, you know how you read a book, right? And you have these characters that you really enjoy. And then the second book, it's like a whole nother set of characters. They may or may not relate to the first set. And so it's like, you may not like those other people just as much, you know? So I don't know. I don't know. Asthma, the dramatics of it all had me rolling my eyes. Long time, girl. What book is that? Honestly, I want to hear the mom story. Mom's like, no. Mom does pop up in the last book, though. Well, the mini Courtney fast pace gets to the point. I like that. Where's my pen? Oh, look, a Will of the Many. Will of the Many. We're going to be getting out of here soon, y'all. Y'all can say bye. I can't wait to read the entire series. My life is dull. I want peace. I want problems only. Yeah, I'm all about reading the problems in a book. Don't mind that. I want peace.
Yeah, I knew what you meant.
Asthma is trouble. I love it. Some series need to
All
end.
right, chill out. Chill out. Chill out.
She writes some thick books too. I will tell you that. Okay, y'all, we're gonna get out of here. This has been lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's see, Miss Nell, you have a video coming out tomorrow.
Hopefully, we'll see. It might not. But there is content coming. I filmed a lot last weekend while I was away. So there is a lot of stuff coming. It just isn't edited yet.
The editing is the painful part.
Yeah.
I don't mind the reading. It's the editing. Yes. Well, you will get it done when you get it done. Huh?
I don't mind editing.
I like it. It just is time consuming. That's all.
Yeah. It's
I like the end result of the editing. Doing it, it feel like it takes time away from other things.
I mean, I hear that and I understand why people don't like editing. But for me, it kind of puts me in a zen kind of.
You can focus.
Yeah. So
I definitely prefer editing over filming. To me, the editing is the fun part. Filming is not really fun for me, but editing is fun for me. It's just time consuming. And because I'm so like, when I edit my videos, I try to bring to life like what I see in my head. And because I have like a specific vision of how I want things to look, I'm like very tedious and meticulous with my editing, or at least I try to be. So that makes it take even longer.
Yes.
Yeah.
I try not to be so pinpoint with it comes to any and everything, because like my first year of booktube, I was so focused on I want to say this exact thing, and it would take me forever to film. And then there's editing, like you have those people that can just start talking, hey, blah, 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 and then that's it and throw it up. I'm not that. I gotta, I have pauses. The editing is really nice. Otherwise, it's a big jumble of mess, just like, here on my sprints. And so you don't need to see that. So I like to make short and condensed to the point, so, and then editing allows you to do, some other fun stuff. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But yeah, it's, I think once the idea comes together, it's really nice. That to me makes it worth it. But you got to set aside time, and sometimes things are more complicated than others. But I do like the end results for the most part, and I think that's something to be commendable.
And that's huge.
Yeah,
because editing. I mean, I don't like filming either, and the whole thing what you were saying about some people have the ability to just rattle it off. And this is one of the reasons why I don't do vlogs, because while I'm doing a vlog, I'm self-editing. And then it just sounds like a robot. You know what I mean? It's not natural.
Yeah, I was watching your Fourth Wing video and you were like, yeah, I was going to do a vlog, but like, it's not for me.
Yeah. It is not. It's not my lane.
I got to go back and watch some booktube. I'm so behind, y'all. I'm behind on even my own comments. The other day I went through some of them. Like I had like 120. I mean, some of them may be hearts or whatnot, but there was like 120, and I went through some, and then I got sidetracked with some other stuff. And I'm like, I just need to take a day, like a few hours, and just go through some stuff and like watch some booktube videos and watch some comments and stuff, because I actually do enjoy like feedback. That's one of those things when I first got on BookTube, I didn't really get much feedback. So it made me feel like I was talking to myself. So
Yeah,
that's not
that's
natural, like with the editing and stuff. I think it makes me feel better. Like when I have comments and I feel like people are watching the video, which,
mhm.
comes through comments and viewership, but I like comments more than anything. So
Yeah,
I feel like it gives me motivation when I'm doing newer videos of thinking that somebody may actually want to comment and think and watch this video, and enjoy
yeah.
it. So I think that has made filming for me better. It sounds so odd because nobody's sitting there like right there in front of me, but I try to think about, I mean, some videos I'll write like I won't say it's a script, but I'll write like little bitty notes and refer to, and then some I just rattled off. I'm very inconsistent in kind of how I do my videos, but I think that I tend to make up things off the fly sometimes. So I enjoy that. But I think it gives me motivation that I think sometimes that somebody may ask a question or may be interested in it, in kind of what info I put out. So I don't know. But editing is a pain in the butt, but I do like the end result. I
I
wish it was easier way than to put it on YouTube, though. I will say that. It's a pain, like each and every time doing stuff, like especially with shorts, like you
mhm.
can't edit the thumbnail unless you do a mobile upload, and that's a pain in the ass because I normally put my shorts through my editing software first, and so that means I gotta download it, then put it on my phone, and then upload it from there. It's just like, really, why can't I just bing, have it go over? It is what.
Yeah, my talking about scripts. I did script my Fourth Wing um blog, whatever you want to call it, video. Um, but I went off script. So it's like talking points basically, but I literally had it scripted out, like how what I was going to say, how I was going to say it.
Hmm.
But I didn't even really use it.
Sometimes that's how it is, you have certain things you want to say, and then you just have other things that come out your mouth, and maybe that works better for you.
Yeah.
I think I've ditched the script at times too, and then there's times that my husband's like, "You're not done filming yet." I'm like, "No, I just started all over again."
What what is Asma talking about? They're gonna leave before I hate them.
Huh?
What are you talking about?
Oh, do we need to get further down?
I don't
Go
know.
sit down.
It's
Need to
the
watch
it's the very
clothes.
last comment.
I go to sleep.
Hey,
Hey,
Jessica.
Jessica. We're about to get out of here, lady. Thank you very much. I'm trying to inform. We're about to get out of here so y'all can go
Yeah.
sprint and do some stuff. I gotta go figure out what my husband's talking about. Yeah, strips are. I'm half. It depends on if I have time. People do strips for booktube. Some of them. Y'all was on chapter 18 for Pete's sake. And I'm going to just leave it for Erica
I don't
Hayes. What did
know.
you do?
I
Oh,
have
for
no
scripts?
idea.
I think
I
she's
need to
talking about
know.
this comment about, oh, you got a script. She's probably talking about because like you're filming the car and stuff like that. But
Oh,
sometimes that's when I think sometimes when you don't have a script is
uh,
when gold comes out. Ah,
yeah, yeah. It's. I mean, it is what it is.
yeah.
So I need to know what we're talking about here.
I
I
am very
mean,
curious now too.
yeah.
Asma is a curious soul. You forget she does garlic mayo, okay, on pizza.
I mean, there is that.
Talked
What
about
other
doing scripts for 4W.
Fourth
Oh, Fourth
Wing?
Wing, just as I sent that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I need to look in
Oh,
that. I've seen a few of
I
these
could.
Fourth Wing.
Everyone is entitled to their opinion.
My love.
What happened?
Hi,
Hello.
princess.
Hi, princess. Working and started reading. I finished Promise Boys.
Okay, how many
Didn't know-
stars? Should I read it? I need to know. I've been waiting for you to finish this book. I need to know if I need to read it. Good, bad.
Boys. We're about to leave out of here, Miss Princess. We came just in time. Let me see. I'm gonna look up this Promise Boys before we go. Thank you all for coming, by the way, in the chats. Much appreciated. I hope y'all got some
Why did
reading
the comments
done.
just jump like that?
Wow.
I know. Everybody wasn't talking at the same time. Hello. Everybody's saying hi. Hi, hi, hi.
Oh no, what does
We
mean?
got an already in there. That don't sound good.
Asthma?
I didn't gasp in excitement when I arrived.
Oh my gosh.
See, if you wait till the end, then we'll be like, asthma.
I just wasn't expecting to see Princess here. Princess isn't always here on Thursday, so I was shocked that she was here.
We do enjoy and love you, Asthma. Thank you very much. You give us all the smut that we can handle. Much appreciated. Okay, what about this book?
Because the male trauma.
Asthma, you're gonna be blacklisted. Watch out.
Never live
Solid
that down.
3.5.
Ugh, that's not. It's not what I wanted to hear.
What do y'all consider something good? 3, 4,
If
5?
it's 4
What's
and
good?
above, then I'm like,
4 and above
okay,
is good?
it's definitely going on the TBR. But like,
By
if it's
Nick
under
Brooks?
4, it's like, it might go on the
okay.
TBR eventually.
And see, I don't do star ratings.
I don't do star ratings on BookTube. I do that on like Goodreads and Storygraph and Amazon when I review my books. I just like on BookTube, I just want to talk about the book.
Yeah.
So I don't normally talk about star ratings on here.
Yeah. I mean, reading is so personal and subjective that I. Now, if it's crap, it's
Yeah,
crap.
if it's absolute crap, like worth a half a star, I'm gonna say that. But yeah.
Yeah. You know, but just anything else. And then I don't like how the star ratings are. Like, I feel some type of way.
I think star ratings can be really weird because you'll have some people that are like, oh, it had a cheating trope. I'm going to give it a 1 star or
Yeah.
2 star. And I'm like, maybe that's part of the book. Personally, I love a good cheating trope. Give me that drama, you know?
I like the star
sometimes
ratings because it helps me to like get an idea of like good, bad, or in the middle. But I think that with a star rating needs to come like your reasoning, like why, like you said, oh, it has a cheating trope in it. Well, if I don't mind that, then your rating of it is less like, I won't say it's less valid, but it's less valuable to me.
Yeah, I agree. To me, it's all about what you say more than the numbers. But I don't like when people just low star. People can be biased. So that's why I need some comments, something along that. But this Promise Boys is a trailblazing blockbuster YA mystery about 3 teen boys of color who must investigate their principal's murder to clear their own names.
It sounds really good.
That sounds very poignant. Princess, that's not fantasy, or is it? Is there?
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Okay. And that could be part of the reason why it wasn't rated as high, because Princess is like a diehard fantasy reader. Yeah. She dabbles in like dark academia and like mystery and stuff like that, but she really loves fantasy. And if this wasn't fantasy, then that could potentially, not saying that it did, but it could potentially like affect like how she rated it or why she didn't enjoy it as much.
And she read Priest. That is definitely a fantasy influence.
Like with Fourth Wing, I had to bring Fourth Wing down a couple notches because they killed off my favorite character.
Oh, no. You're like, I'm not about the drama. Maybe they'll resurrect them in the second book.
It would be lovely. That would be fantastic. This is supposed to be a 5-book series. So
if that happens, I'm still not reading it.
If they resurrect that character, I will go back and give the first book 5 stars.
Y'all are cutthroat. Okay, well, Asma's not going to buy the Promise Boys now. Get from the library, support the Black man, but I would buy it again. Yeah, I'm all about the library, y'all. Possibly my wallet. Uncle says he don't celebrate the mail. Y'all, we need to get out of here. I said 7:30. Y'all keep coming with these comments that I enjoy. Say bye, y'all. Say bye, okay? He was
Yeah,
nice,
see?
a meta, attractive, mystery type reader. Ooh, okay. You
Yeah.
got to look this author up. I like a good profile. Like Stephen Graham Jones was kind of hot in his day. I don't know what he looked like now, but I saw some pictures. I'm like, ow.
Stephen
I
Graham
don't like
Jones,
that
I
one
think,
book
is
of
still pretty
his.
hot.
He kicked rocks, but he was hot. Paco, who? I don't know. Audiobook, asthma, mystery is not my genre.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always something that you can read outside your genre too. I agree. I frequently read. I haven't read much of fantasy lately.
Just to hate on it. Asthma.
I'm not wasting my time.
I've already pre-ordered it.
Oh,
Oh my god!
But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The ending for me didn't hit. Like everybody else says, like just wait till you get to the end. Just wait till you get to the end. The ending for me didn't hit the way that everybody described it. Because one, the big twist that you get like on the very last page, I don't care about that character. I don't care that they're here. What I care about is that my favorite character is dead. And if we're not going to talk about that, then I'll have nothing to say.
It's back to the airport.
and the thing about it is, I knew that character at the end was there.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that character was around. I was like, when are they going to make their appearance?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, there's too much focus on this
They
character.
keep bringing this person up too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? Oh, they're still around, but
Mhm.
where? Nobody
Mhm.
knows where they are.
So when it happened, I was just like, okay, but what about my favorite character?
Yeah, it was definitely
this book-
anticlimactic.
So I'm
And
gonna say, I'm gonna ask this question, right? If the second book is not like a specialty edition like the first one, y'all gonna be upset? Because I think that's a big reason why people ran to this book. It was
I'm
mass
pretty
market
sure it's
special.
going to be.
Yeah.
But even if it wasn't, I would still read the second book. I probably wouldn't buy it. I would probably just get it from the library or something.
Yeah.
so I think someone has already released. What's the second book
Exactly.
name?
This comment right here. I literally didn't care because of that exact reason.
What's the book? What's the second book?
Iron
The name of
Flame,
the
I
second-
think.
Iron Flame.
I think so.
Ulysses.
So
Yeah.
Oh, we'll be okay.
Barnes and Noble has already released their image for
Oh, really?
the cover.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There was a big catastrophe. Was it today? I think it was earlier today. There was like a big issue with Fairy Loot because the special edition for Fourth Wing came out today. Well, technically, I think it came out yesterday for the subscribers, and it was supposed to come out today for people who aren't subscribers to Fairy Loot to be able to still purchase it. But they ran out of books for even they didn't have enough books for the people that were already subscribed. So they got a lot of hate, a lot of flack, a lot of nasty
violence,
comments.
y'all.
Yeah, it was a big
I
issue.
keep hearing it.
So can I share my screen?
Oh, can you? Can you? Are you able?
Yeah.
You can. Okay, go ahead if you can't. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know
So
you
that's
could do
the. So this is.
Yeah, I can't see. I think only Courtney
oh,
can
I
see
didn't.
it.
I
There
didn't
we
have
go.
to edit. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So that's.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Likes. I like that. I like that better than the other one. What's the edges looking like?
That's what I want to know.
They're they're like black, like a dark brown.
Yeah, that's it. I don't even have the book, but I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
They slacking.
So
they doing some budget cuts. Anybody else want to see that? I can put it back up. You want to see? I think they should do some. Yeah, because the edges were nice, weren't on the other one? Like
Yeah, they were stencil and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. This is not a Barnes and Noble edition.
I think they setting a bar for like all them other authors and publishers are hating are gonna be upset because they're like, hold up, this is how you get people to just buy a book without knowing much about it, make it a special edition out the gate.
Yep. They figured it out.
Exactly, because people were ranting and raving. I'm like, what the hell is this book?
And that can also be problematic for a certain demographic of authors too.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
So
they get like that. Yeah, it was a big issue because people were like, You didn't even have enough books for the people that were subscribed, let alone have books for people who weren't subscribed. And then on top of that, I think that they had people waiting like in the queue or whatever for like 1-2 hours when the books were already sold out. The books sold out within minutes, but there were people literally sitting there waiting for 2 hours just to find out that the books had been sold out. People were furious.
I would be pissed too. I'm like, look, I've already pre-ordered it. I should be able to get what I want.
Well, no, they didn't pre-order. They just were subscribers of Fairy Loot, so they had like first pick, like first dibs or whatever. But they didn't even have enough for those people.
They should have known that. Well, I guess they didn't know how many people would have flocked to the book. They didn't order.
Yeah, they were like, we put this order in like months ago before the book, became as popular as it was. We didn't know, da 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 da. But people were like, you still should have said something. Like, you know how many people are subscribed to your service, and you know how many books you have. Right. So you should have said something so that people knew what to expect instead of having people sitting here for hours for a book that they were never going to get. People were so upset. I'm not even a part of Fairy Loot. I just saw it on Instagram. I was like, oh Lord.
That is never good.
That would make a good short. I just don't have time to put it together. Maybe if I do, it'll be late. All my stuff is late anyway. Oh, Asma did not like the covers. Uh-oh. Jasmine actually met that author and got her
nice.
a stencil edition.
Very cool.
Oh, sweet. Publisher first editions are special. Get them signed. Get them signed. Original release. I don't like any of the other special editions.
I liked Fairy Loots. Fairy Loots was nice because the front of it had like foiling on it and stuff. It was cool.
What about this smut? You said it was part of a smut box.
Oh yeah. Theirs was nice. The probably smut box. Theirs was nice too. I forgot about that.
So all these different books have different covers. That's not the same.
Yep, they're all different.
I'd be interested to see what all these different covers were about. What about the edges?
I don't know if the edges are sprayed on that one. The cover though is completely different. Like all the other covers are either like the original one with like special stuff on the edges and stuff, or it's like the original one with some like enhancements and stuff like that. But the probably smut one is completely different. It's like the whole color scheme is completely different. That one is like black. The cover is black instead of it being like gold or whatever. It was cool. I liked it.
I still think they should all come with good edges, because the idea that you can just go to Barnes and Noble, as just says, and get this specialty edition just right off the shelf if you were so lucky to do so, and then now I got this specialty box and I don't even get the book that has all that specialness about it, I would be upset. Yeah, they should have.
I think the Fairy Loot one had a reversible cover, so I don't even know what the cover looked like on the other side.
But yeah, who won't be changing out their cover stuff?
Some people do, I guess.
Somebody was talking about a map. Ooh. Oh my God, Waterstone selling the special edition signed copies. I looked inside and it had no signature.
No.
I want my money back. Says long enough for the back. Okay. How are you to send the second and third to the serpent and dove series? Princess is not happy.
Hilarious.
Even though I had the non-removed sticker saying signed by author.
Wow.
Don't be messing with my books and don't be messing with my food. I'm not a picky person on a lot of things, but some things I can get out of character about. So that's why I get things from the library, because it is not mine. I'm gonna just read it and return it. So you know what? It's okay to have that like the covering that you do for the couches and the stickers and stuff. But I'd be real particular if I actually got it and had to buy it, and then it's not the way I wanted. So anyway, let's get out of here, y'all. I'm gonna be here all day. I still got to go do some stuff with my hair and all this jazz. Okay, thank y'all very much for coming. Much appreciated. All of y'all in the comments. Miss Nell has a video coming out tomorrow, hopefully. Miss Erica, you have a video coming out anytime soon?
Oh no, we wing it. We fly by the seat of our pants.
Okay, well there you go. Make sure y'all subscribe to The Broken Spine and keep a lookout for her channel. I am all around here doing crazy stuff. I do have a cool video coming out, I think, in my opinion, on Saturday. Check it out if you like, blah, 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 blah. And on Tuesday, I will see you for sprints if you're part of Deck Day. And if the weather is good, because it looks like crap lately. Thank you very much for coming.
Right.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Much appreciated for everybody.